Hello, Dave Knight here, and I just wanted to continue my conversation that we had um, a couple days ago, and I look forward to working with you if that's the decision that you make. And as I was thinking, I guess sometimes the best place that I do my thinking is in the shower, and I was going through everything, and I was going through my head and trying to think about how I could bring value to the market. And the market being, the futures and commodities markets, the markets that I enjoy trading. And what I come to the conclusion is that I do have a lot of value to offer, and there's a lot of knowledge that is with me and that I have learned over the years, a lot of valuable knowledge that hopefully will shorten your learning curve as well as you learn how to trade. And um, I'm not going to get into all the gory details today, but I was thinking about it, and like your screen in front of you is divided into, well, you could divide it into four quadrants, right? Most likely you have some form of a rectangle that you're looking at right now. And if you only have one screen, well, that can be divided into four areas. And so I was thinking, some of my best strategies that I've ever developed have come from basically multiple market type of trading and looking at different markets. Because if there is one market that's moving, then there might be three that's not. And some of the stuff that I thought about, and there's a lot of things that go through my head, trust me, you don't want to be in my head. But the good news is that there is a lot of knowledge in this head of mine, and I'm, even without the hair, slowly growing back. But I look forward to sharing that with you, and that's kind of my, I guess, our kitchen side chat today as I sit in my kitchen drinking my last cup of coffee this morning. I only give myself 2 cups of coffee in the morning. That's all I allow myself. But anyway, so I thought about these four quadrants and what markets do I like? Well, if you're looking at your computer in the top left-hand side, I'm thinking the ES, the YM, the NQ, or the TF being in that top left-hand corner. Now, in the bottom, right underneath that, thinking about that square, that's kind of a weird way of looking at it, but you have your screen here, and then you have your up and down this way. So in your top, now the bottom left, as you're looking at your screen, your bottom left, probably a ZB or the ZN market, meaning the 10-year bond or the 30-year treasury. And the top left, or excuse me, top right, probably either GC or CL, or so gold or crude oil, and that's, I haven't really decided which way I want to put that, and CL or GC on the bottom right. And that would be a screen that, we're going to, I thought about putting some alerts onto, and it would kind of signify if something is going on in that market. It would kind of like, hey, kind of raise its hand and say something to you, or at least show you how to do that yourself. So what do I believe in? Well, let me quote once again from the Bible here, Romans 8:28. And it says, "And we know that God causes everything to work together for the good for those who love the Lord God and are called according to his purpose for them." Romans 8:28 in NLT. And I was meditating on that this morning and thinking everything's caused for the good for those that love the Lord their God. And although I don't understand what's going on with my bipolar issue and the things that I'm having to deal with here as an adult at 45 as I'm sitting here talking to you today. But what I do know is that I've spent my lifetime learning about the markets and how to trade them and how to trade them profitably. And I've thought about all kinds of different things, I mean, if you saw, well, this is my journal. And I do recommend that you keep a journal with you at all times. And this is, I don't know if you can read that. Let me put that on there. This is volume 16. So I've got 16 of these things. These are probably more valuable than anything I got in my house as far as trading goes. So all my trading ideas go into a journal, and all my crazy thoughts go in here too as well. But I was I was thinking about high volume spikes, kind of a VSA, Richard Wyckoff type of stuff, and then I was thinking about Ralph Nelson Elliott and the wave theory, and I was thinking about Gann. Now, here's an interesting concept that I just kind of hit me about Gann. If you think about Gann, now he was all into angles and degrees of angles and whatnot. His square, or his magic square of 9. If you think about some of the stuff that he's developed, and so anyway, so let's think about that for a second. Now, if you think about a baseball diamond, now I want to have a baseball analogy here to end this conversation that we're having today. And I want to talk about a baseball player, a good baseball player that's out there and playing. Now, most of your baseball players, you know, if they can end their career batting 300, they're going to be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm thinking about who's the ones batting left and right. Well, anyways, that's not here or there. But so anyway, so the it's been said that 90 feet to first base from home plate, and 90 feet from first to second, and 90 feet second and third, and 90 feet to go from third to home. Now, if you would have moved that base path in, either move it in 2 feet or move it out 2 feet, you know, a lot of different plays. So basically, if you would move it from 90 feet to 88 feet, think about all the hits that would happen in the game. So the game is, when it's played perfectly, and this is what I'm thinking about in trading as well, when the game is played perfectly, you know, shortstop catches the ball, throws it over to first, they just beat the throw. I mean, you'll see it's like snap, snap, boom, throw over, the ball's caught, and then the runner touches the base. So if it's at 88 feet, they're safe all the time. But unfortunately, trading, we're at 90 feet, and that's kind of where. So yeah, if we were at 88 feet, we'd be safe a lot more times. We would be able to win. It wouldn't be that hard. We'd make a ton of money. But at 90 feet, the challenge is that we're playing with professionals. You're playing with people out there that know how to play the game to start with. And they're going to throw you out more times than you're going to get safe on first, right? So when you're thinking about being behind that batter's box and you put yourself into the batter's box, I mean, your first thing that you got to do when you walk and step into that is what's your mind thinking at that time? So as you sit in front of the computer, what's your mind telling yourself? Oh, I'm a loser, or I'm a winner. And I know that's kind of crazy to think, but as a day trader, you've got to think that way. You've got to come to the table. You've got to come in the batter's box. Like I was telling my son when he gets in the batter's box, it's you can have the perfect swing, but if you have zero confidence in your swing when you're swinging it, then more times than not, when you're walking in there thinking, I'm going to strike out, then you will strike out. So that's kind of where I'm going with this, is that if you think you're going to get in there and make a hit, then more times than not, you're going to make that hit. Now, whether you get on or not, well, that's up to the game itself. You don't know, you know, but if you can finish batting, hopefully 300 or 400 as a trader, and if you're cutting your losses short, letting your profits run and taking profits all along that ride, then you can end in the winner's circle more times than not. So you don't have to be batting 80, 90%. Now your slugging percentage maybe needs to be up there, but your on-base percentage when you actually physically get a hit, well, I think you can bat 300 or 400 in trading and make a living, make a very successful living. I know I have. All right, that's Dave Knight with today's little talk I wanted to have today. Hopefully the end of this isn't all broken up, but you take care, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Bye now.